Rebirth Act 6 for me was a challenge. We just come off the end of Act 5, which had perhaps one of the biggest endings I've ever written, and without doubt one of my favourite acts, and I had to reinvent the board. At first, the events that were going to happen in Rebirth Act 6 were going to happen much later on. What with the sort of world-ending events already have happened in Act 5, I didn't want to repeat the same ground, but actually found that it actually worked in almost a complementary way with Act 5. And almost was like a mirror in Act 6. Act 6 sees the events of Act 5 having transpired a whole year later, and we catch up with a lot of characters. However, this story is, as I've been saying for quite a long time, this act has always and will always be about Brittany Carrillo and her journey, and that is why I love the cover art. I won't spoil who the other person is in the cover art, but the female is definitely Brittany Carrillo. And for me, it was very interesting to finally get to this act, because when I wrote it, there were so many emotions going through it, and there were so many different kinds of endings I foresaw, but I never actually saw the one that I wrote in the end. And for me, it's my favourite ending so far. I absolutely adore what happens in this act and where the characters go, because we see some real growth and we see some real changes and we see some real surprises as well. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it is everything you wish, and I hope that you will stay with me for Act 7. But yeah, this is Rebirth, this is Act 8, and I hope you enjoy. And don't forget, it's time to start believing in yourselves.